Okay, Mims. What we're going to go ahead and do now is, let you see me what I'm doing, is show you the difference between the old Joomla 2.5 and the new Joomla 3. So I'm going to run you through how to create single article menus on Joomla 2.5 for the next month or so until we migrate, and then do the same thing on 3. So you have permissions as an administrator. I'm logging into the test admin account, which has the same file, the same permissions that you currently do on your account. So we're just going to go ahead and log in. There we go. So we're logged in under an admin assigned user account on 2.5. The reason we're migrating to 3 is because Joomla support on 2 ended last year, so that's why I'm doing the new install and we're going through a website migration. What you had already done is you had already created the article, but so you know how to do your article creation. The one that we are using, and this has changed also. The one we were using was under Meet Us, and I'm going to go ahead and just sort by date, and was this SLR Administrators article. Nothing needs to be done on this. This one's already set up, it's fine. The next step in order to get that article where you want it is you're going to go to Menus, under the Meet Us tab, because that's where you wanted it. You wanted to create a new menu, so you could add a new menu item. So just click this. I'll show you what that looks like when it comes up. The attributes in Joomla 2.5 are on the side. Most of the stuff you really don't need to worry about. What you had done was, for the new menu type, is you select the type of menu in 2.5, and because it's a single article menu, you just hit select and it'll ask you what type of menu. And again, like I said, single article. So under articles it says single article, so just go ahead and select single article. It'll ask you for the menu title, SLR admins. I'm just going to throw this in here real quick. I'm not saving this because I've already created it, but I want to show you how I did it. And then over here on the side, it'll ask you, move this where it's a little bit easier to see. It'll ask you which article, and what you're going to do is you are going to go ahead and tell it which article you want. And in this case, we wanted to go ahead, and I'm going to select by the most recent created. This is the article, the SLR Administrator article. So now you have your article set. That's one single article. You have the menu type, which is a single article, and the title of this menu. Under menu location, and pretty much anything with a red dot you need to worry about. It's already in Meet Us, but it's set, the parent item is set as the menu root. You don't want it as a menu root because it'll stick it up in the top bar where everyone can see it. You want to put it underneath the Meet Us menu. So see, like I'd already done here, you just simply select Meet Us and it'll put it one level below, which is what it did do already because I've already created this. But you then go ahead and select Meet Us. Leave it alone. Don't worry about default page or anything. If you set that, then that'll change the main screen that you log into when the website first comes up. So just leave that one alone. And then what you would do if you wanted to save this is you'd hit save and close. Now we've already done that, so I'm going to go ahead and cancel out. The next thing that you'll have to do is this will automatically set it at the bottom of your menu tree. So you're going to go back down to Meet Us under the Menus tab and click on that. And when I created this, it put it down here. The simple way to do menu reordering in Joomla is you go to where this ordering number is, and if you want something in the first place, you change this number to 0. And then once that number has been changed to 0, you hit the little disk to save it. And once it's saved, it'll reverse the order, and it'll put this article at the top. So that's how that got there. That was in position 7. I put 0, hit save, and it popped it up to the top. Once that's done, you're pretty much set. So that's just a real quick overview of how that works. Okay, and now I'm going to do the same thing again, but I'm going to do it in Joomla 3. So this is the brand new backend that you're going to be going into. This is a test site. I wanted to make sure everything worked before I did the final migration. You're going to be moved over to a subnet and SLR2, so I'm not touching the main site until everything is complete, but there will be 2 to 3 days downtime while it's going through a full migration. That's not going to be done until after the applications have been updated, because I have to move everything over to Chronoforms version 5 because version 4 is not migrating correctly. So once everything is ready and prepped to be moved in one big swoop, that's when we're going to do it. So right now, this is the back end for Joomla 3. I'm going to go ahead and log in and show you the same process and how it looks on this end. As you see, it is a different looking back end. It'll tell you right up at the top if you have updates available. I'm not going to do those right this second. I'm going to do them in a couple minutes, probably not in this video. But it'll give you an idea of your hit counter. These are your popular articles, how many hits they've had. That it's actually laid out very nicely. It'll show you your last articles that were created. Your content is now on the side of the screen, so you can either get to it here real quick with some quick links, or you can go back to the top as it is on the old Joomla 2.5 menus. But the Joomla 3 menus. So now we've created an article, same as you've already done. I'm just going to show you how that looks. So add new article. They did change it around a little bit. I did save your editor, so you have the same full GUI editor that you had on the other one. I will be playing around with this a little bit more today on another website that I'm updating, but this has pretty much stayed, the same from this perspective. What has changed is the location of some of your features, where these were along the side on the other articles, and the section that's now on the right had originally been on the top. So they shifted some stuff around that actually makes it a little bit cleaner. Again, create a new article, titles here, content of the articles right in the bottom. Your category is now over to your right, so you can click on that and select your category. That was a meetup category, so I'm just going to throw it there for now. I'm not saving this article, it's like I've already created one, but just to run through how it works. You have a tag section for your metadata, so you can add tags for searching for later. Everything else should be pretty much default. There is a publishing section, so if you do want to create an article that has a future publish date, that's the same as the old ones, but it's a little bit easier to get to because it's in tabs now. Images and links you really don't need to worry about. This is if you ever want to create a default image for the article, but usually we don't do that here. We create it in the article and do the drop down. Your options, this is where stuff gets changed as far as the linking goes. So if you don't want to show the title, or you don't want to include links or certain tags, or you don't want to show the category, you can change that from global to hide, or if global is set to hide, you can change it to show. So this is where you hide extra stuff. Again, that's all. You have permissions to all this on your account. Configure edit screen, you don't need to worry about it, and permissions you really don't need to worry about right now. This is to set something up so if you only want certain user groups to be able to see a page, this is where you change the different levels of permissions as far as being able to view or being able to do something with it. Currently we're going to leave it alone because we have a master list set of who's allowed to edit the website, and there's only a handful of people, so that's fine, don't worry about it. I'm going to go ahead and cancel because I've already created an article. So that's here, the SLR administrators article is at the top, similar to the one that you did. On Joomla 3, to create the menu. So we finished with the article, now we're moving on to the menu creation. Go ahead and click on menus. We're going to be going into Meet Us. Again, this is the same for all of them, but just to show, we're going to Meet Us. Going to add a new menu item. It is, again, they've changed this a little bit to how the other one was. So instead of being on the bottom, it's now over on the side. Your menu type is here. It's a little easier. You just click on it and it gives you a drop down list of what type of menu it is. It'll be an article, another drop down, it'll be a single article, same as last time. And now this will populate underneath and ask you which article do you want. So you're going to select that, click on the article that you want to be the single article. We're going to leave the parent alone because you want it to open in that window. We're going to leave the template style alone because you want it to be default template. You do have an option of changing the template to any other template that's already in the system, but right now we're going to leave it alone. It is currently in the Meet Us location, which is what we want. We don't want it to be a root item, same as with the other one. We want it to go under that, so we're going to go ahead and drop it down and stick it under Meet Us. Now, I've already done this here, but I haven't reassigned the position yet, so I'm going to go ahead and just click that, but I'm not going to save this. You do not want it to be the default page, so just leave it as no. Access is to public. Languages are just all, which on our website is US English. All right. I'm going to go ahead and cancel this out. You would have added a menu title in, and it'll generate an alias, or you can create an alias, but I'm going to go ahead and cancel. You would save that if you're making a new one. Go back to menus. We're going to go to the Meet Us menu, and now we're going to go ahead and set the reorder. I hope. So we want to take this guy, and oh, thank you. And Joomla 3 changed it so you can just simply drag drop. So that's 1,000 times easier. So now we can just take it and we can move it anywhere we want. Isn't that nice? You don't have to worry about numbers. So we have interactive. And you can go ahead and just drop in what order you want to show up as, and that is going to auto publish. And so once that's done, we can go ahead and get a look at the new site with old template, and that should, oh, maybe it didn't. You have to publish that. Oh, you're still saving. Give that a second to save. We might need to do a rebuild. So I'm going to go ahead and hit rebuild just to make sure that worked. Oh, you didn't. Naughty. Stay right there. Check in. There, okay. Check in seems to have saved it. Let's make sure that that behaved itself. Yep, there we go. So highlight them all and hit check in, and once it's checked in, it locks it. And then it puts it up at the top where it's supposed to go. And on the old site, SLR 1. Alright, and on the old site, see, that's already in there, but that was using the number reordering system, but it puts it up at the top. So that's how that works.